From Morgan Hill, it's Oakwood basketball on NorCal Sports TV. Game 3 of 3 as Pacific Grove Varsity basketball looks to take down the Oakwood Hawks. We're 2 for 2. Oakwood winning both games, varsity girls and JV boys. But when it comes down to varsity boys, there's still 32 minutes to play. He's Jeremy Hurtado, and I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. Oakwood Hawks coming into this game in a perfect 11-0 record, looking to keep that as the offense will perfectly move down with Noah Lopez, the 6'5" junior, immediately making the impact. On the other side for Pacific Grove, 6-5. They are 1-1 on away courts. They've played 9 games at home, only 2 away. And so it's going to be interesting to see how they do against the Hawks on FanFest. The Hawks hosting today 9 different events through all their different athletic programs. And we've seen 3 of them today. Done fantastic. Their athletic program at the helm, athletic director Court Jensen. We saw him, the head coach of the varsity girls game. An immaculate game as they shut out the team in the first 16 minutes of play.
Yeah, absolutely. And this has just been a great day of showcasing Oakwood School here. From you said the middle school to high school, you had wrestling, tennis, middle school basketball, boys and girls basketball going on here today. free admission to the all events, free hot dogs. And now you got a jam-packed gymnasium here where they had to bring in extra bleachers even to get all the seating for the crowd. You got the cheerleaders involved in the action here. 41 athletic teams here on the campus of Oakwood, and they sure know how to represent.
Noah Lopez leading the score. Hit that last one for the Hawks as this three goes a little bit long. Lopez snags the board but throws it away. Free ball found by the Hawks. Baseline, give to the middle. Easy dump down. Drops it in. Sean Gill, the sophomore, 6'8" center.
Yeah, so they got height there due to the Hawks. They got 6'8". They also got Lopez, 6'5" on the roster. You got 6'6" Nate Carlson, 6'8" Sean Gill, and they got some height on the floor. See how the Breakers can match up with that.
Lopez on the move. He's only played 4 games for the Hawks this season, and he's already averaging 10.5 points per game, which is in the top 5 scoring on the entirety of the roster. Breakers down the middle trying to split the defense. Great job, textbook defense, but better offense coming from Gabriel Valencia, the 6-foot senior for Pacific Grove. Both offenses moving efficiently. Even though the Hawks are just up by 3 points, you can tell the difference in gameplay just in these opening 3 minutes. Lopez gets the high screen. Pick and roll not going to work out. Lopez kicks it to the left side for Smith-Keeney. Here he is again, 4 seconds to shoot. Has to get one off, step back, the southpaw. Takes a bounce off the rim to reset the shot clock, but no one's there to get the board. Smith-Keeney, averaging 21 points per game, has played in 10 of the 11 contests throughout the season.
And this is the guy here for Pacific Grove, number 1 on their roster. Emery, we were told about him in the pregame. He's the guy to watch for them. He's the guy that kind of leads them in offense. So far, held quiet tonight.
Andrew Nimri, 18 points per game, and second is Valencia, just under 17 points per game. Outside of that, no one gets double digits. You have 9, almost 10 points per game coming from Sertuk, but everyone under that is less than 5 points. And when you look at an offense, if you can shut down one major guy, the other major guy has to double up their scoring just to make up for it, or everyone else on the bench has to do that. And it never really looks good when you break it down on paper.
No, absolutely. I mean, as a coach, you look at it and you go, who can we take away? If we could take away their top guy, make everybody else beat us, we'll take our chances with that. I mean, that's what you'd say any time, right? It doesn't matter what sport it is, whether it's basketball, football, whatever. So far, Oakwood doing a great job at doing that, but here he is hitting the 3 as we speak.
Andrew Nimri, the junior guard, standing at 6'2", making it look easy from Curry's court. Nimri, 42% field goal percentage. From 3, he's 36% on 77 attempts.
Nice cut. Good find, easy basket for Lopez.
Nimri, that's Valencia, wasting no time to attack the other direction. Fouled on his way to the hoop. He'll spend some time at the charity stripe.
Yeah, absolutely good, quick transition look here for Pacific Grove. Going right at the basket. And Valencia earns his way to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Gets the first to go, and breaking down the PCAL. We've talked about this in the 2 games prior. Where we're from, we don't get this type of opportunity with leagues, but it's all based on competitive equity, where they're based in different tiers, and the top 8 teams get the number 1 tier, the next 8 teams get the number 2, and so on and so forth. But that changes every year, so you might be facing different teams. Good for the the players, good for the schools, so that they can get a little inconsistency and face different teams, because we know that when you face the same team over and over and over, you get used to them, but in this case, you might not play the same team year in and year out. Well, Oakwood, as of now in the PCAL, stands at the number 2 spot, 11-0 overall, 2-0 in league play. Palma stands at number 1, who is also undefeated in league, 10-1 overall. So how do they have that? Well, it's the strength of schedule. By about 6 points based on the Max Preps ranking, they have a better strength of schedule, and that's why they are on top of Oakwood. But as the season progresses, Oakwood can take down Palma, the number 1 team, and immediately take that jump to the number 1 spot. Back and forth battle, Hawks, Breakers, 12 points apiece, and if your husband is on the other couch watching college football, the Ducks have been turned into Frogwa. Get over here and watch the Oakwood Hawks play.
Yeah, absolutely, and this has been a game so far that hasn't disappointed. We expected a back and forth, high-scoring ball game, and that's just what we have.
Defense trying to get there. Oh, a foul call. Did you see a foul?
No, I thought it was a basket interference. I think the officials...
I thought it was...
Oh, it is. They were going to call that. That's what they're calling. He said, my bad, basket is good. So there's no foul, it's just basket interference.
And Oakwood's head coach, Dave Klink, I don't know if he still agrees with the call, but it happens so fast you have to go by the vision underneath where you see it, and I do think that it hit the backboard first. Thing with the ball is usually they say when it's on the way down you can't hit it, but if you hit the backboard on the way up, you can't hit it after that either.
Right.
So in real time it may not necessarily look like it, but official can see through the glass that it did hit. 90 seconds to play in the first. Does a two-handed jam in the daily dose of iron with vertical violence. Down it goes from Pavle Rajkovic. Up-court pass. Here they go again. Left hand off the glass with a nice little English. Bryce Smith-Kinney gives the Hawks a 2-point advantage. Minutes turns to seconds as the Breakers look to stop the run from the Oakwood Hawks. Looks for three, now drives baseline, gets up and under off the reverse. Board is snagged by Pavle Rajkovic, and he'll kick it to the right side as there's a 17-second differential. They don't even care, they're going to attack right away. And the Hawks have Sean Gill scoring yet again. 7-second difference between shot and game clock as the ball swings for the Breakers down to the baseline in the short corner. Rajkovic was playing some tight defense, but as the ball travels to the outside, the zone defense slacks off on pressure. Corner three, looks good, no. Barely rims out, some contact on the board, but Sean Gill will snag it again as the shot clock is turned off. Hawks up 4, trying to make it 7. Rims out, the Breakers with 8 seconds to get a final shot off in the corner. Baseline up against two defenders. Contact is drawn, and we'll get more free throws before the end of the break. What a sequence by both teams. The Hawks with back-to-back baskets, and then back and forth for the final minute without anyone scoring, and then eventually leading to the foul, as we see here. This puts Sergen Cerntuk, the junior, at the free throw line shooting 2. Cerntuk, 9 points per game. At the free throw line, 47% this season for 8 of 17. As a team, they're 74%, so certainly on the lower half, bringing down the average. But here going 2 for 2, trying to make up for it from the first 10 games of the season. Final shot, that actually looked fantastic with the line, but the power was just a little too long. We'll take a look back at this play from the Hawks as they got that two-handed jam from Rajkovic. Highlight play of the first quarter, and we're at a 2-point game in the first.
10 seconds to play. They need another 3 to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
Relax your mind, let your conscience be free, and get down to the sounds of the VOC. It's Oakwood basketball in Morgan Hill. Jeremy Hurtado and myself, the VOC, the voice of choice. Levi Flores, I'm glad to be here with you as we bring you game number 3 of the night inside the Oakwood Gymnasium. The Breakers keeping up with the Hawks. This is what we saw at the junior varsity level, but can they play it for a full 4 quarters? Well, we'll find out here on NorCal Sports TV, as our good friend and coworker Chris Babcock says. You'll find out next. 18-16, and now we're tied at 18 apiece. Flying to the rack and finishing off the right hand.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you talked about, the JV team was able to do this the first half, and then they kind of ran out of gas. Their cheering squad kind of left and had to go get ready to get changed and play the varsity game. We'll see here if the Pacific Grove Breakers varsity team can withstand 4 quarters here against Oakwood and pull off the upset victory.
Oakwood averages just under 64 points per game in their first 11 meetings. They are 11-0. On the other side for the Breakers, averaging just under 54 points per game. So if you're going based off the numbers, this could be a 10-point game at the end, which is fairly reasonable. And depending on who shows up tonight for either team, that can swing either direction. But Oakwood wants to protect their perfect record, especially at home.
Yeah, Valencia came flying in, has the ball knocked out of his hand, and took one across the face, too, it looked like. And there's no call there, but refs definitely let him play a little bit more than they did during the JV game. There was a lot of fouls called during the JV game. Got us going a little later than normal, but excited to bring you the action here of this varsity game.
Couple of ball fakes. Allows this ball to move well. A block will stay with the Breakers as it's batted out of bounds by Rajkovic, who's worked both offensively and defensively, getting that daily dose of iron in the first quarter, jamming the ball through with 2 hands for safety. Inbound pass to the middle. Dangerous area contact. More free throws for Pacific Grove. Gabriel Valencia.
Foul goes on Rajovic. His first, team's first here in the second quarter. And then Rajovic kind of looked at the official like, what did I do? And went straight up, but the official said, I don't want to talk about it right now, and just kept walking.
Valencia snags his first, puts the Breakers on top 19-18. And Valencia from the free throw line, he's a 79% free throw shooter, which is the second best on the team. Rajkovic in the corner finds his open man who is cutting towards him in the corner. Lopez goes for the fake spin, the kick. Rajkovic, man, a center standing at 6'8". You don't see them shoot from outside very often, but you have the right coaching staff that says 6'8". If you make it to the NBA, you're going to be a guard or a forward. You need to learn how to shoot, and that is exactly what we saw there. Blocked from behind. Oh, and a little push.
And Rajkovic going to get called for another one. And again, he is distraught down low as he gets called for the push.
Assistant coaches on the bench say, no, it wasn't a foul. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. It's a bad call. Just keep playing the game. If you think about it, it's going to affect the way you play. So despite what the officials say, sometimes they are wrong. So just continue to play and don't worry about it. And right now they're saying ball doesn't lie as Ryder Gamacho, the 5'11 junior,
missed wide left.
Just like Jesse Pinkman, only hits glass.
Let's see if he can make an adjustment here and not miss wide right and be like Loop. He is wide right. There it is.
You just made some Ravens fans totally upset. You just brought down our viewership.
Oh, I meant our buddy Spencer.
Oh, got it.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Good luck to the Steelers this Monday, though. I'm kind of rooting for them. As a Jets fan, seeing Rodgers succeed, it kind of sucks, but I'd like to see an underdog make it a little bit further in the playoffs since the Jets can never make it themselves. Breakers 20, Hawks 18 in quarter 2. It's been the most awake the crowd has been through all 3 days. Or 3
We've been here for 3 days?
Three games, rather.
I was gonna say, I got here at noon. I don't know about you, but hey, you earlier you talked about our buddy Chris Babcock, and he's out there watching that Steelers game on Monday night. So, he's a big Steelers fan. So shout out to him. He usually works the 49ers football games, but getting a chance to go out and watch the Steelers at home against the Texans and Monday night football in the playoffs. Got to have some fun there.
From Curry's court, not going to go. Deep rebound into the arms of Joey Maggi. Thought they were going to have a fast break opportunity. Instead, he's going to set the offense from the top of the arc. Harper lost the handle, stolen by Gamacho. We saw Gamacho just at the free throw line, and during the junior varsity game, we talked about players that you can look at and just say, that's a football player. That's a beautiful move by Gabriel Valencia, scooping up and under the arm. But Gamacho, you just know he plays football.
Yeah, we talked about the JV game. They kind of, point themselves out on the football field and the basketball court, right? You can look at them and go, okay, those guys transfer. Those skills are there.
Count it, and one.
Maggi, 5'10" sophomore. Harper, talking about guys that look like they can play football. Noah Harper out there for Oakwood. He looks like he could be a linebacker, 6'2". They don't have weights there for most of those guys, but, I guarantee he's in the 205 area, somewhere in there. He looks solid. Looks like he can make some noise in the weight room.
2-point game. The Breakers are on top. There's Harper with the tight defense, suction cupping to the body of Valencia. Quarter 3, defense trying to make a miss. They do as it goes out deep. The ball is saved. They could have brought that over from backcourt as it was off the rim, but instead it leads to Oakwood points. We're tied again at 22. It's the Taylor Swift score, 22-22. And that's ended quickly with the corner 3 from Manzel Pudel, the 5'11" junior player from Pacific Grove, knocking it down deep, averaging 5 points per game, able to show off his abilities from outside the arc. 31% from outside, making his 12th 3 of the season. Maggi, pump fakes, now drives. Gives it to the high post, front iron and out. Wyatt Coe, the 6-foot junior, gets his hands on that ball. Hawks looking to extend the lead, got a man to shift down court on skates. Puts it through Andrew Nimri.
The largest lead of the night here for Pacific Grove, 5-point lead, 3:15 left to go.
Harper, top of the arc. Not going to get the shooter's touch. That ball was all over the rim.
Salgado going to come in now, a sophomore guard, replacing Harper.
Maggi.
Smaller lineup on the court here for Oakwood.
Pulling up from deep 2-point range. That is Lopez. ending the 5-point run from Pacific Grove. But they don't care. They say, you can have one, we'll take another. We'll get 3 with the arms of Sertoon. Lopez, one-on-one left side. Takes the attempt from the short corner. My goodness, fading away from the basket. Now down the middle, Valencia. It's going to hang on the rim. He tracks it down and got it. And then an easy lay.
Might have got away with the travel, too, and then that's what the coach here is just irate about. As he went and got it, he caught the ball, he stepped, and he jumped up and came back down again before he passed the ball. Hey, nonetheless, the ref didn't call it, didn't happen, right? So you got to keep playing, and Lopez does just that.
Lopez again on the other end, dropping that down, but the Breakers right now, it's just at a different level. Nimri back to the corner. Defense steps up to it. Nimri for 3. No. Great rebound by Maggi, able to float into the paint to take that. The Breaker hits the hardwood on the opposite end. Floating that up, gets each side of the rim before it's rebounded, and another foul. Nimri be the one to get contacted. He'll be able to inbound this ball.
Yeah, and Surgeon came down. He immediately motioned to the bench. Hey, he said, I need someone. He kind of came down, looked like he came down awkward, and he's going over to behind the bench. So try and keep an eye on that with 1:10 left to go here in the first half of play. It's been a spirited first half and back and forth, and lots of action and energy here from both teams.
Valencia tries to spin out of the pressure from Maggi. Maggi not allowing any space. 3 from the opposite corner this time. Wyatt Coe, the junior, puts the Breakers up by 7. 15-second difference between shot and game clock. The Hawks have been taking advantage of the zone defense from the Breakers, but right now it looks like they're going to go to a little bit of man defense.
Oh, good hands there, almost forced a turnover there by Coe. And Coe's been shooting the ball here from this wing right in front of us. Last time down, just switched sides of the court and able to hit it from the left side.
10 seconds to shoot. The Hawks will go up with the right hand of Luke Hansock. The senior forward puts the Hawks in the same decade. It's a 2-possession game, but the Breakers have the final possession of the half. Valencia, left side to Nimri. Gets the high screen. Now switches. Valencia, baseline. Steps into the middle with the right hand reverse. Puts the Breakers up 7 as time expires. We have 16 more minutes to play. And the Oakwood Hawks, who are perfect on the season, face what could be their first loss of the season. But we are only halfway through. 16 more minutes to play on NorCal Sports TV. Keep it here for the half.
I wake up every morning and I'm really excited to come to school and learn new things.
Classes are challenging, but the faculty is always ready to help you with any problems you have.
All the teachers are really fun and cool, and they give such interesting and cool projects to do.
What makes Oakwood special is that we have a nice theater program.
Oakwood is full of so many talented people and so many supportive teachers that really try to build you up to be the best you can be.
I wake up every morning and I'm really excited to come to school and learn new things.
Classes are challenging, but the faculty is always ready to help you with any problems you have.
All the teachers are really fun and cool, and they give such interesting and cool projects to do.
What makes Oakwood special is that we have a nice theater program.
Oakwood is full of so many talented people and so many supportive teachers that really try to build you up to be the best you can be.
I love Oakwood because of all of its fun activities like Spirit Week and the Freedom Festival.
We help them to be brave and to take chances, and we help them to be their true selves.
The growth and transformation of the school over the last 19 years has been incredible.
I don't think there's any other school I love more than this school.
Sky's the limit for them. They could do whatever they want, and we're here to support them.
My classmates are going to be the leaders of our generation.
Ten seconds to play. They need another three to tie the game. Cuban, half court. Oh! Cuban knocks down the half court, ties the game. Oh my goodness.
I was involved in quite a few extracurriculars during my time at Oakwood. I was vice president of Model UN. I was part of the stock market club. I was involved with Interact for a few years at the beginning. I was on the yearbook committee for 3 semesters, and I played soccer and tennis for 3 years at Oakwood. So taking part in all of those extracurriculars was really fun for me. I don't think I would have had the opportunity to do that at any other school.
I think one of the most valuable things I found at Oakwood is just sort of like the ability to kind of explore and just be like kind of the agent of your own education. That sounds cliche, but basically just like if there's anything that you wanted to do or to learn about, like the whole community, like other students and teachers, they would just be really encouraging.
And the opportunities that Oakwood gives students that I couldn't find at any other school were really the advanced placement program. There were so many opportunities for me to expand my horizons and go into fields that I really wanted to explore and get that credit for college before I even started university.
And that's so formative in high school when you're thinking about your identity and who you are and what you want to do in the future. And I think a lot of schools don't take that into account.
I would say that one of the benefits of Oakwood is that it's a very resourceful school and campus. So one thing that the faculty does is they make sure that you are aware of all the resources that they have for you, whether it be for college, whether it be for clubs, or even like trying to plan what classes you want for the next year. They're really good about just making sure you are well informed.
Because Oakwood gave me so many opportunities to do so many things that I really felt like I did stand out compared to some other applicants who in other schools may have just focused on their academics or focused on a sport, or I kind of branched off and really learned what I cared about and really got to understand many different areas of learning.
I believe Oakwood made me the best well-rounded applicant I possibly could be. The combination of great academics offered at Oakwood, but also the ability to get involved with a wide variety of activities, clubs, sports, and service opportunities made me the best person I could going into the college application process.
The college preparation process is really thorough. They have all sorts of different resources out there for you.
My college counselor really helped encourage me. He was like, oh, I think that this place would be a great fit for you, and then you should definitely apply. So he really helped me. He encouraged me to sort of like put my heart, like put my all out into like the application, and I'm super grateful for that.
Oakwood is extremely integrated. Our English teacher, not only would he help take in our essays and check them, our rough drafts for his class, but he would also take in our college application essays and check those for us.
I'm really thankful that in high school I had such great preparation that in college I succeeded so well. I finished undergrad in 3.5 years, so if that could speak for anything, it's more like a combination of how Oakwood prepared me and my drive and passion for education.
I think my favorite part of going to Oakwood was being able to build such close relationships with my teachers. I think that's really helped me coming into college, of not being afraid of my professors, but being able to rely on them as a support and an encouragement.
Being at Oakwood, it's really easy to just walk in and talk to any teacher. And I do the same thing here at UCI, to the point where in lecture now, professors will look at me for confirmation, like, is the class confused? Are they not? Am I confused? Because they recognize my face.
This school has shaped me into the person.
You're watching Oakwood High School basketball on NorCal Sports TV. We are down to the final 2 quarters. The Breakers are leading 37 from Pacific Grove to the Oakwood Hawks 30. And now the Breakers on average score 54 points per game. They're on track to score 72. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, they've been shooting hot, but I have a feeling Oakwood's going to kind of put the clamps on defense here in the third quarter and make a run. We'll see if the Breakers can last.
Hawks get up and under. That's Noah Lopez for the score. Oakwood, better offense through their first 11 games, trying to keep their record perfect at 11-0. Through the season, they've been led by multiple people, but Smith Keeney, who's been the #1 guy averaging over 20 points per game, has been fairly quiet. You've seen Noah Lopez be the main scorer as he connects on a 3-point play to start the third.
Yeah, absolutely. And now the big question is, how can the Breakers respond, right? Hey, we saw this in the JV game. The first part of the game, both teams were pretty even. And in the third quarter, Oakwood came out and just ran away with it. We'll see here if the Varsity can keep from doing that. And on that turn, found someone that was wide open in the stands to throw it to. And
I mean, it is FanFest, but I don't think they could join the game.
I don't think that counts. Yeah,
if I'm reading this correctly.
I mean, it'd be cool though if that fan could have shot the 3 and hit it, and it counts. I mean,
be something to send to the Globetrotters. Actually,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, be kind of like banana ball. You catch a foul ball,
absolutely.
It's in out, and so if the player in the stands catches it, then they can go up with it.
Take the shot from where they are, and if they make it, it counts for the offensive team.
Yeah.
See, we'll create banana basketball.
Banana basketball. Like that. Top of the arc. Nimri can't get the shooter's
He has
touch.
not got going.
Beautiful pass to the middle and another two-handed jam. Sean Gill this time with his daily dose of iron. Hawks on a 5 run to start the half, and that will force a timeout from Pacific Grove. Right now, the Breakers are trying to break a record that Oakwood has, and that's the 4 last meetings between these two teams. They have lost to Oakwood. So the last time they played was February 6th of last year. They lost 62-54. Before that, it was in January, a closer battle, but they still lost 63-58. Didn't play in 2024, and in 2023, their 2 meetings, a 71-35 game and a 67-40 game. Before that, in 2019-2018, before the break of COVID,
the reset, yeah.
Those 3 games were won by Pacific Grove, but they haven't won in their last 4 meetings. And now facing a team that's 11-0, they want to knock them off and say, yeah, we might be 6-5. You might be 11-0. That doesn't matter. We're playing in this league, and we can beat you at any time.
Exactly. League games, a whole different animal. And you take a look here on the replay. Just a great find down low as it slips down low. And Gill puts it away with authority and cuts the lead down to 2. And now how can the Breakers respond, right? Now you got to come back, and you can't let Oakwood make that run that we talked about here at the start of the 3rd quarter. Don't get them to where they're jumping out and stretching out the lead, because they can put it away. Nice play out of the inbound. Answers right back.
Sergen Sertung, the junior, able to make that first basket in the half for the Breakers. And now on defense, he's going right up against Nate Carlson. But, of course, the offense switching on the Hawks to not give them the matchup down low that they want. They dip it down with the mismatch. The defense from Valencia makes a miss. That is a crazy mismatch, going Sean Gill at 6'8" versus Valencia at 6 foot. That's the matchup the Hawks won, and they couldn't capitalize. Sertung trying to go back-to-back possessions. Ball remains in the hands of the Breakers with Nimri, who dips it to his man in the corner for Pudel. Nimri back with it. Only 10 seconds taken off the shot clock, and it seems like a lifetime. Nimri tries to get it to his man off the block. That's taken away. Hawks call out the play from the top of the arc. That's Smith Keeney. When you average over 20 points per game, you're most likely the captain and the team leader. So he calls it out. They set up Lopez on the 1-and-1, and he throws it down.
Yeah, Lopez, you're just running everything through him right now is Oakwood, and why not? He's been hot all game. Keep shooting the ball if I'm Lopez.
Sertunk. Defense steps up to him. Step back 3.
Yeah,
Lopez
kind of forced
rebound. Just wants that shot to swing the momentum their way, because they've only made 1 basket to the 3 of the Hawks. Nimri throws it up. Thought he got bumped.
He forced it too. I mean, he had a 2-on-1 there, and he went up with it instead of giving it off. We should have probably given it up, but I think fortunately they stay possession of the basketball.
I think most of the issues, especially with younger players, is they think they get fouled, and even if they do, but the whistle doesn't blow, that's not a foul.
Right.
Yes, in the terms of, okay, by definition it's a foul, but if the whistle doesn't blow, it's not a foul. So you can't take your own knowledge into the game. You have to let the officials run the game as the whistle, because that's how it's played. And so even if you think you got fouled, you have to play through everything, play through the contact, because they are allowing some physicality, and if you don't like it, then get off the court.
Yep. 100%. It's not a foul unless the official calls it. It doesn't matter if it's a slap across the wrist or hits you in the head or whatever the situation may be. If the official doesn't call it, then there was no foul.
We are now tied at 39 apiece. It is a 9-2 run by the Oakwood Hawks.
We're halfway battle going on down low.
The 3rd. Outside 3. Looks good. Keeney, no. Lopez down on the defense, puts his hand up in the face of Nimri, forces that miss. Smith Keeney going coast to coast, sliding between the defense, and a foul call from the backside. He says it was a hand into the back, and I'm just not sure about that. It's the second time the back official has called that when he has closed off his vision from that exact point in the play.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know about that one either. It was kind of a bailout, I thought. Is, hey, you guy missed a shot, and then you're going to call the foul. Regardless, Oakwood's going to go to the free throw line and hit some free throws. And Smith Keeney, who hasn't been really lighted up today, leading scorer, this could be something that gets him going, right? Get to see the ball go through the basket a couple times from the free throw line.
Not only is Smith Keeney the #1 in points per game, but his field goal percentage is at 56, and he's shot over 140 field goal attempts. I mean, you can't just, have a player like that. That's unbelievable. That's unworldly.
Good look down low. Now finish. You're going to get a walk. Yep. Absolutely. He got there and thought he was going to get contact. There was no contact, and then he just shuffled the feet before he could get the shot up. Breakers just got to settle down right now. They're down by 2. Things have not gone great for him here in the third quarter like we talked about. And you got to weather the storm if you're Pacific Grove and keep contact.
Here they go, the steal from Sertung. Wasting no time. Got it.
Good answer there by Pacific Grove. Let your defense lead you into the easy attempt on the offensive end and get back into being an even basketball game with 2.5 left to go in the third.
Here's the attack. Off the block. Still got through them all.
Carlson doing a good job there down low. This bigger lineup seems to be causing some problems. Got 3 guys along the backcourt there that are over 6'5". For Oakwood, and Pacific Grove having a difficult time matching up with it. Gill, good find, just unable to finish.
2 minutes to go in the third. The Hawks up by 2, but right now the Breakers will have a chance to tie it up from the free throw line, I think.
And I don't think so. I think they're going to call on the floor.
I think initially in his brain he was trying to go up, but when the ball was snagged in between his body and arm, he said, I'm just going to give it up because if there is no whistle at this point, I can't go up with the ball. It's not going to go in. But here at the left hand, Andrew Nimery, the southpaw shot.
He has a little smirk, too, as he is talking going back down the other side of the court. So see if he starts to heat up. And speaking of heating up,
Sean Gill, the turnaround jumper, the sophomore, making a fool of the Breaker defense. Down the middle, Valencia also gets a step cut back towards the hoop.
Gill and Valencia have been battling here on the defensive end here for Pacific Grove. And I've been just watching them the last couple of times down court. They just push each other around, and officials letting them go at it down low.
Share of possession, jump ball.
Yeah, good defensive look that time to the Breakers. Just getting your hand in the passing lane, tying things up, and then forcing a held ball. And now you get a chance to take the lead with a minute left here in the third quarter.
Nimery, top of the arc, off the right side. Tries to dump it down. There's 3 black jerseys surrounding, and they're going to get a reach on Valencia. That's the 3rd on the Breakers in the quarter. Both sides trying to stay away from the bonus. That fourth quarter, if the bonus comes into play, that's going to be quite a big difference in the game. You break down free throw percentage as a team, 74% for the Breakers. On the other side, for the Hawks, as they score here underneath. Hawks field goal percent, or free throw percentage rather, as a team sits at 63%, and so the Breakers would have a big upper hand. 47-45, 8-second difference between shot and game clock as the ball is in the corner being trapped, and there is a whistle for a foul.
So shot clock is off.
Took the words right out of my mouth. 27 seconds and counting for the Breakers. You're only down by 2. If you get an open shot that you want to take, then go for it. There's no reason to hold on for the final shot. They do, and they got it. The toilet bowl roll gets flushed. 10 seconds for the Hawks to get the final shot of the quarter off. They do, it rips out, and now the Breakers actually have a chance. With major speed and high velocity the other way. He's fouled as he goes up. Valencia will have some time. They're going to put time on the clock, and it looks like he's going to get 2 as he was in shooting motion.
Yeah, he was definitely going up for a shot.
So what I can't believe is that the Hawks are on the sideline. They have 0.4 back on the clock, so the 5 need to stay out there on the court. They cannot leave yet as Valencia misses the first.
Yeah, but now the Hawks got to go down there and play defense because if he misses this, you get a tip in. Here they come. I was saying, if you're just going to leave them there, hey.
The clock does not start until the ball is touched, and with 0.4 by official basketball rules, that is enough to have a catch and quick release. Valencia will miss both, and the time will expire. The Breakers are up by 1, trying to shock Oakwood. We have 8 more minutes to play in Morgan Hill. (48-47). It is the Breakers of Pacific Grove leading the Oakwood Hawks. And when it comes down to it, looking over the 11 games that each team has played, in 10-point or less games, the Breakers are 4-2, with the closest being 2 points shared between a win against Jefferson and a win against Christopher. On the Oakwood side, when we break down their schedule, they are 3-0 in 10-point or less games. Their closest was against Monterey just 4 days ago in the victory 66-63. So who is better in clutch time? Well, you can argue the Breakers because they have more wins in 10-point or less games, but they also have 2 losses. Or you can go with the Oakwood Hawks, who have not lost this season. Well, we're going to find out, as it looks like it'll come down to another 10-point or less game here. 8 more minutes to play. He's Jeremy Hurtado. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. Been fantastic to have you with us throughout the day for Oakwood Athletics and all of the people joining us for FanFest. Free admission to the games. You don't get that very often, especially in games like this. Valencia kicks to the outside. Sertunk can't connect. Slowing it down at the top is Jacob Salgado, the sophomore point guard, getting some play time in the 8 stressful minutes of the fourth quarter. Tries to jam it and smokes it. What could be a huge error for the Hawks as Sean Gill tries to go up for a flashy play and becomes a dud.
And Gill's still not exactly right. He keeps, wincing, and he's not moving around. He's been very active down low.
Possession for the Breakers doesn't go anywhere, and then it's Salgado to add the 2 points and give the Hawks the lead, but they could be up by 3. Every possession counts, every point matters, and at this point, this is when the mental game really comes into play. So that missed dunk can get to Gill, it can get to the rest of the team, knowing that they should be up by more possessions. Salgado with an unorthodox throw over the head of Nimri as Little extracurricular activity. Gil and Nimri going back and forth. It seems Gil's upset and Nimri is just laughing it off, which makes me think the Breakers have the better mental game at this point, despite being down.
Yeah, and again, Gil's kind of hobbling down the court there as he went to the defensive end. So we'll just keep an eye on that and see how that plays out in the last 6.5 minutes or so. Gil, I think he's got to stay on the court for the Hawks.
It's either him or Rakovic, and right now they have both of them. Lopez up and in. Timeout Oakwood as they lead by 3 with 6:06 to go in the fourth. It is Oakwood basketball on NorCal Sports TV with one of the best games of the season so far. (51-48), the Oakwood Hawks in the fourth quarter have retaken the lead and now just trying to close it out. Lopez with the layup, giving them the momentum, the energy, and then head coach Dave Klink for Oakwood calls the timeout. In some of these situations, you want that momentum to continue to build, make play after play after play, but in this situation, you call a timeout. You've been a coach at many different levels. Why would he do that?
I mean, maybe he just wants to get put in a pressure defense here, like he comes out of the timeout with and said, hey, you want to remind everybody what your job is in pressure defense. That's one of those things that you can, maybe you don't run it that often. You want to make sure everybody knows, hey, we're in a green defense. Make sure you know your responsibilities.
Smith-Keeney snags the board off the three-point miss. Lopez off on his three. Rebound Salgado. Hesitates against Valencia. Goes on the reverse. Is it Park? No. Neutral? No. Drive? No. He's got the reverse. Nimri guarded by Salgado. It's now a 5-point game. Up and over the head of Gil. Count the basket with the foul. And another possible three-point play.
Yeah, and Gil beside himself. He didn't think he did anything wrong. Great job, though, of just being aggressive here, shaking the defender and then going right at the big guy and high off the glass. And you can see that swipe of the arm. It doesn't matter if you get him or not. When you swipe the arm like that, 9 out of 10 times you're going to get called for it.
Fails to hit the free throw as it's still a three-point game. Now back to 5. A Gil cutting right down the lane. Nimri. Oh, can he be the hero? Well, he hits the three and makes it a 2-point game. Nimri showing up in the time of need, and now another timeout called. Hawks 55, but the Breakers close behind with 53. In league play, the Oakwood Hawks have scored 135 points for the team. They've allowed 125 points. Pacific Grove, who stands at number 5 in the conference, has scored 106 points in league play, which is 29 behind Oakwood, and they've allowed 130, which is just 5 more than Oakwood has. And so you break those numbers down, and it's a lot closer from a number 2 and number 5 seeded game in the PCAL. And right now, better than ever, the best battle you can ask for. 55-53. Oakwood unable to hit from deep as it's brought right back into Salgado, who drops it in. Oakwood fans on their feet as it's 57-53, but with 4.5 minutes, anything can happen, and there's only been one foul called in this fourth quarter, and that makes it the second, both against the Hawks.
Yeah, and you talked about Saldana. He's only 5'10", but he's come up huge here in the fourth quarter. He's got a couple baskets down low. Big rebound that time, put back for the Hawks. So it doesn't always have to be those guys that are 6'8", 6'6", getting up there and getting the ball. Sometimes the ball comes down to those little guys, and they can able to finish down low, making big plays.
Valencia gets it in the backcourt. 4:20 to go, down by 4. It was Nimri who hit the 3 before the timeout to bring it back to a 2-point game. The Breakers, as Nimri looks for another 3. Back iron, goes deep out. They get it again, another chance, goes 0 for 2 from outside. And the Hawks, up by 4, can now try to slow it down, but they need to make sure they convert whatever attempt they try. Rajkovic to the outside, it's Lopez. No. Manzil Podol into the middle to snag it. Nimri turns and shoots for 3. No. Doesn't get that one either. Possession after possession. Neither team able to find the bottom of the net. Smith-Kinney throws it up with the left hand as he fades away. That won't go. Breakers kick to the outside. Continue the movement. Valencia a fake. It's Smith-Kinney off his feet for the body bump and the third foul against the team in the quarter.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, that's the third one, like you said. 2 more, and you're going to be shooting the rest of the game, and that could come up big down the stretch, too, because, like you said, you may get in a situation where you got to start giving away fouls. And the free throw shooting percentages favor the Breakers. So coach from Oakwood decides, hey, I'm going to take a timeout here and let's just reset things. We'll be back after this on NorCal Sports TV.
Not very often at a high school basketball game that you get to see the cheerleaders of the school, and that's part of one of the 9 events that they're having for Fan Fest. They had boys soccer, girls varsity basketball that was broadcasted here on NorCal Sports TV, and you can go back and watch anytime on demand. They had middle school events, high school tennis, middle school wrestling, and of course, once again, varsity basketball and the cheer squad. See what I did there? Because they're Hawks.
I hear you. I got you.
57-53, the Hawks leading the Breakers with 3:26 to go in the fourth quarter. It all comes down to this. Not much more to go, and you need to make every possession count. Every mistake will put on the shoulders of the team and basically be the end of the game. If you make too many mistakes, if any at all, then you lose this game.
Yeah, I guarantee the team that scores more points is going to win the game.
That's a great point, Jeremy. Up and under, Nimri's got it.
It usually happens. 99.9% of the time, the team that scores more points is going to win.
2-point game, 3 to go.
Oh, I thought that was a throwaway instead.
Salgado underneath. The Hawks are just not going away, making every possession count. 3 fouls against the Hawks, none against the Breakers, and this is the point where you really have to make a decision. Nimri off the right side, tries to track it himself. Oh, he's going to get blown for a foul. So that is the first on the team. Once again, this is the time where you have to make a decision. Do we start fouling to get them to the free throw line in the time of need? Now remember, the Breakers do have the upper hand when it comes to free throws, as their team percentage is much, much higher than what the Hawks have done in their 11 games. But it's in this game that matters and not the ones prior.
Yeah, this is the battle here. These two have been going at it all night long. Gill and Valencia might as well get each other's phone numbers and then start, texting each other. They've been that kind of battling all night long.
So 2 back-to-back fouls against the Breakers, as there is one on the hardwood, and the 3 is nailed. Bryce Smith-Kinney, he's been quiet tonight, averaging 21 points per game, but when they need him the most, he shows up. Valencia to the outside, moving the ball off his hands, double team, steps into a 3. Rims out, offensive board, under 2 minutes. Down by 7 to the top of the arc, looks for it, doesn't take it, inside the middle, now to the corner, hesitating, looking for the open shot, nothing's going, he flies in, a lot of contact, no whistle, but the putback is there from Andrew Nimry.
Yeah, there was all kinds of contact. I don't know how the foul wasn't called, but Nimry able to come in there and get the save for the Pacific Grove Breakers. Keep making it a 5-point game here with just about a minute and a half left to play.
It seems like the entire team has been resting on the shoulders of Andrew Nimry. Of course, you have other players stepping in and doing a lot of work, but Andrew Nimry, in those times where it's second chance points or big moments, he's the one that's really been taking advantage of them. But in this point, when you're down by 5 with less than 2 minutes to go and the Hawks continue to score on every possession, how can you rely on one man?
Yeah, you're going to have to get a good defensive stop. And, I mean, that's what I'm sure Coach is over there explaining. Hey, we got to get a stop on defense. I wouldn't be shocked if some kind of full court press, something like that. You can be aggressive. You have only 2 fouls called on against you. If you get a foul called, not the end of the world, right? It's just going to reset things and get you back in your defense again. So, again, it's full court press time. Try to create something on the defensive and lead the easy points on the offense.
Running the baseline is Salgado, who gets it into Lopez. No fouls yet. They toss it up to the big 6'8" man in shooting motion.
Yep.
He'll get 2 after the contact from Valencia.
Yeah, and that's kind of the situation he didn't want. I mean, he missed the free throw, or missed the shot rather, so you're going to send him to the free throw line. But if you're in a perfect world, Pacific Grove, you foul him before he gets a shot up, right? You won't get that chance to get that 3-point play. But still, 1:28 left to go. Plenty of time here for Pacific Grove, only down by 5.
56% from the free throw line for Sean Gill, the sophomore. He's taken 56 attempts. He's hit 27 of them.
Yeah, and so, that's the guy I want to send to the free throw line if I'm the Breakers, right? The guy that shoots 1 of 2, basically. You could take that at one point, and you're trying to get 2 or 3 on the offensive end here if you're the Breakers.
Quick release, way too much.
But you got to score on offense, otherwise it doesn't really matter.
That foul comes from Sergen Sertung, and it looks like he was a little frustrated with that foul call, which is interesting, meaning that the Breakers probably don't want to foul.
I don't know, and we got a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this on NorCal Sports TV.
(63-57), the Oakwood Hawks protecting their perfect record. Can they hold on to the 6-point lead with just a minute to go, basically? Pacific Grove Breakers come into this game 6-5 overall. They keep it close. It's a back-and-forth battle, but when it really comes down to it, fourth quarter, the Oakwood Hawks have a perfect record for a reason because they know how to win in crunch time.
Absolutely, and this is where that shows, you know. You build a team over time and get a chance to put it on the floor here in front of a packed house.
Hawks trying to move that ball, keep it away from the breakers, but they finally foul. That's Sertunk. That will be the 5th in the quarter. So the breakers get those 5 fouls fairly quickly, and for about half the time, we didn't even think that they were trying to foul. That was the first one I truly thought that they were actually going for contact.
And going to the free throw line is Ezel. He misses the first.
It's a good foul by the breakers. Ezel, 86% from the free throw line, the sophomore. I really haven't seen him in the game, so I think the Hawks are saying, hey, let's get our best shooters out there. But goes 1 of 2, splits them, gives the breakers a chance. They're down by 7. They need those big moments. Nimri and Valencia are the two that you really want to put the ball in the hands of, and Nimri is saying, hey, give me one-on-one, give me some space. Instead, Sertunk going to miss his 3. Nimri tries to get the board, not going to do it, and in transition, the foul is there by Poodle.
Yeah, I think it's that time now, right? You're 57 seconds. Got a chance to put this away, all intents and purposes here. If you're Oakwood, up by 7, hit a couple free throws, and then it could be lights out and victory number 12 and finishing off a Fan Fest night. Perfect at the basketball court here, at least at the main gym.
Salgado only at the free throw line 2 times this season. He's 2 for 2 and keeps it at that with 3 for 3. Got very quiet in the gym, and I thought I was going to broadcast or jinx him.
Yeah,
on
I know.
That free
I was waiting
throw,
for it.
He still has one more, so hopefully this doesn't go badly for me.
There it is.
Stepping out of bounds are the Hawks, so the breakers get this. But an 8-point game a minute, I've seen crazier.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible. You got to hit a 3, though, here. Do it quick.
I've seen crazier, but the thing is, the Hawks just don't give away free possessions. They don't turn the ball over without scoring in the fourth quarter.
That's a giveaway, and that could be intentional. It is. Yep, it absolutely is. The official calls it right away, so you're going to get 2 free throws and the ball again. And you know what? I mean, if I'm giving an MVP of the game away, I'm going with Jacob Saldano. Not only, I mean, he's able to hit these free throws here at the end of the game and kind of help things along, but I talked about it early in the third. He's made some big plays, rebounds, and putting basket back up, ball back up, and getting some hoops down low. And so I really like the way that he's come out here in the second half and been effective for the Hawks. Not necessarily the biggest guy on the court, but playing big tonight here in the second half.
And if you don't watch Oakwood Hawk basketball often, you don't really know his stats. And the thing is, he's shown himself completely different. He averages just over a point per game, just over a rebound per game, just over an assist, half a steal per game, and less than a turnover per game. And he plays 9 minutes. So you look at all that, and then you compare it to what you see tonight, it's a whole different player. And so I agree, Salgado is that player that you look at, and it's just unbelievable what he was able to do. And hopefully as they continue to progress through the PCAL, he can do the same and rise his numbers up, get those better and better as the season goes on. And then
absolutely. Talk about stepping up in a big-time situation right when your team needed it.
And hopefully back in the Central Coast section playoffs as well. A 3 is hit by Sertunk, but too little too late as there's less than 30 seconds now. Finally fouled Smith Keeney. That was Poodle getting that foul, but with the shot clock turned off, you might as well say goodnight and turn the lights off.
And I mean, this is a guy, like we talked about in the beginning of the game, he is the guy that's been leading them tonight, held pretty in check, but it shows the depth of the Hawks. They've been able to go out and say, hey, okay, we're going to have some other guys come out and have a big night and not necessarily lean on Kenny Saldini.
Yeah.
Or Smith Kinney, rather, to kind of have to be the guy to lead us. And so that fares well because, like you said, come playoff time, there's going to be teams that are going to take away your big guy and they're going to be able to force you to have other guys step up and make plays.
We'll take our final break of the evening here at Oakwood as the Hawks are just 25 seconds away from victory. Whereas 27 seconds to go in the fourth, and the Oakwood Hawks protecting their perfect season of 11-0, about to be 12-0 and 3-0 in league, taking down the Pacific Grove Breakers, but want to have one final conversation in the huddle. The Hawks called the timeout. The Oakwood Hawks in the PCAL number 2, right behind Palma, have plenty of season to go. Of course, they'll finish their season February 12th against Watsonville and hopefully find themselves in that Central Coast section playoff, which fantastic Central Coast section. I've been able to broadcast some games for them when it comes playoff time, especially for section championships, and they always have great competition, and I hope to see Oakwood there this year as they were the winners just a couple years prior. A huge 3 hit by Cerntoon. He's hit 2 in the last minute. You can take away 5 seconds on the inbound, but Nimri goes across the line and makes contact, which should be a technical foul. If you reach across the line to a player who's inbounding and touch them or the ball, it should be an intentional foul, or a technical foul rather, but they're just going to say foul, and then we get another foul. It's the fourth against Valencia.
Lopez going to the free throw line for the Hawks. And you're talking about those Central Coast playoffs. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to see both these teams in that, Central Coast playoff bracket. And, you're going to get a chance to see these two play again later on in the season, too. So lots of basketball left, a lot of things to be decided here in the league.
Lopez, as he's at the free throw line, he would be one of those other players I would consider for a player of the game. I think you nailed it on the head with Salgado, but Lopez would be a close second as he started it out for the Hawks. He carried the team very early on. Without him, this game would essentially be tied, finishing the final seconds. Valencia misses, gets it back, and can't even get the final shot off. What a stance by the Oakwood Hawks to finish it out in the fourth quarter. 71-63 with a 41-point second half. FanFest has been great today. We enjoyed the girls varsity basketball game, junior varsity boys, and now the varsity boys. You can go back and watch any of these games on demand on NorCal Sports TV, and while you're there, subscribe, like, comment on the video. Jeremy Hurtado has been my color commentator for my entire NorCal Sports TV crew. I've been the voice of choice, Levi Flores. I hope to see you soon for more NorCal Sports TV action.